Hey guys, Justin and Maggie here, and today we're going to talk about the new Arai XD5. Recently, we were invited to the Arai press release event. Coming to you live from Temecula, California.
Good old Temec.
Good old Temec. And we got some new helmets. Show them yours.
All right, so we are rocking the new XD5. We had an awesome presentation last night where they dug deep into how these helmets are made, handcrafted in Japan, and it was really impressive. I think my favorite fun fact was that the person who made the shell, their name is in every single one of these helmets.
The other big thing that we learned about these shells is that the technology that's been evolving is actually how the fiberglass and everything is put in these things. But lastly, here was the really crazy part, all right? They got on the shell, stood on it. I weigh about 200 pounds. Look at that. That's crazy.
They really love what they do, and it was super impressive how much thought goes into this and how they're not just making these helmets to meet the standards, they're going above and beyond. It's all about protecting riders, no matter what kind of rider. Race rider, street rider, MotoGP rider, and everyday rider. Adventure riders, everyday riders. They're doing the same level of technology. Everybody needs to be protected.
So when we got a chance to ride in these helmets, they put it in a few different modes. What were those modes that they had us ride in?
So we got to ride a few different terrains, but allowed for us to change these things up. So we got to ride street, and in street mode, we kept them like this with the peak on and the shield on. Then we switched to dirt, and in dirt, we took off the shields and we were able to put goggles on with them.
If I can do this, then we do know it is idiot proof, so. Let's see, boom, boom, slide down. Oh, it's so easy. Took the peak off, boom, 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 like that. Okay, all right. So, okay, I do want to point out one thing actually. When it comes to doing this, normally with the XD4, you would have needed tools to be able to take off the peak and the visor. Now we really can be out in the field quickly, easily throw a pair of goggles on. Okay, peak first, down then up. Should slide easily. Ooh. Boom. Dude, so easy.
That's one of my favorite things, is when you decide to switch to dirt, you just remove that shield and goggles fit right in there. With street, you can take the peak off the helmet altogether, put the shield back on, and it's a more aerodynamic, even though they did a really good job of making this thing adjustable so that no matter what the wind conditions are, you can adjust it and it doesn't have a lot of drag. When you put it into that street mode, you can completely remove this. When I jump on my cruiser, I've been wearing this thing all the time and just take this peak off.
And when you take the peak off, there is a little bit of tool that you need, and that's just to take this cover off. You can use a coin and just pull this cover off, and then you put that back on with the windshield or the windscreen. A couple other really cool facts about this helmet is that they have improved the ventilation now. Super comfortable. I really like the ventilation. Like, they have improved the ventilation majorly on this thing. You can feel when you move the peak up, I noticed that depending on what position the peak's on, sometimes it kind of wants to push your head down. So I was actually pulling the peak up in order to kind of lift my head a little bit when I was riding on the street. I think when I'm off-road, I'll probably have it in the down position. But I also noticed that as I move the peak around, it also affects how much air is getting rammed into these vents, and the vents work really, really well. So it has a totally redesigned ventilation. And one other big pointer is that they've actually now made room for you to be able to put whatever communication system. We have Cardos installed on ours, but they've made space to be able to easily install it. You don't have to pull your whole helmet apart in order to put that on. It's really easy to get in there now.
It was a really cool opportunity to get the people who were behind the design of this new helmet. And after 10 years of not updating from the XD4, they did put a lot of thought into it.
Its standards are much higher than all the standards that you need to certify your helmet. So they just didn't find a need to change it. They're not focused so much on the aesthetics of helmets. They're actually much more focused on safety. So a few things that we did learn is that the shape of this helmet is really designed for the structure of the shell, which is really important when it comes to protecting your head. And all these plastic pieces, everything that's on here, are made to give way. If you go off your bike, they rip off and they'll protect your head so that if you do catch something, it won't catch. It just breaks away and you'll slide across the surface. That was something that they really hammered into us on this press release, is just how much thought that they put into the safety of their helmets.
And then all you could think about was how many bad helmets you put your head into.
So literally went home after our press release and threw it. Well, I didn't throw them away. I may have given them away to other people, but I did give away a lot of helmets when I got home because
we've gotten rid of a lot of helmets since this press release, and we're really excited to be rocking the new Arai XD5s.
And this
is the way we roam.